imagine the staggering loss of 392,000 lives in just 9 months. Can there truly be a victor amidst such devastation? This was the grim reality of the Gallipoli campaign. Despite emerging victorious under the leadership of Ataturk, the father of modern Turkey, the battle was a tragic and costly affair. Amid this chaos and destruction, a visionary leader was rising. A leader who would not only alter the course of a nation, but also leave an indelible mark on the world stage. This leader was Mustafa Kemal Ataturk. In a world of shifting borders and fading empires, Mustafa Kemal was set to embark on a journey that would transform him from a soldier to a statesman, from a rebel to a reformer, from Mustafa Kemal to Ataturk, the father of the Turks. But who was this man? What drove him? How did he, against all odds, create a secular, democratic republic from a society deeply entrenched in centuries-old traditions? And what is his legacy in today's Turkey? Join us as we delve into the life and times of Mustafa Kemal Ataturk. Let's uncover the story of a man who not only led his country through some of its darkest days, but also laid the foundation for a nation that traverses 2 continents and diverse cultures. This is more than just a story of a battle or a man. It's the story of the birth of modern Turkey. In the bustling city of Thessalonica, now part of Greece, but then a vibrant metropolis of the Ottoman Empire, a child born in 1881 would grow to change the face of a nation. His name was Mustafa Kemal. Raised in a modest household, young Mustafa was immersed in a world where diverse cultures coexisted, a melting pot of ideas and traditions. This environment shaped his early views, instilling an appreciation for different cultures and a longing for modernization. Mustafa Kemal's education began at a local secular school, a rarity in an empire where religious schooling was the norm. His thirst for knowledge was evident, and his father's encouragement only fueled his ambitions. Destined for a military career, Mustafa Kemal entered the military academy in Istanbul. It was here, amidst the discipline and rigor of military training, that he started to forge the qualities of leadership, strategy, and a deep understanding of the complexities of the world. In his own words, Mustafa Kemal once said, "A nation devoid of art and artistics cannot have a full existence." Even as a young cadet, he showed an unusual blend of military insight and a profound appreciation for the arts and culture. Upon graduation, Mustafa Kemal's military career swiftly advanced. He served in various posts, each time displaying exceptional skills and an innovative approach to military strategy. But it wasn't just his military prowess growing. His vision for a modern, independent nation was also taking shape. As the winds of change began to sweep across the Ottoman Empire, Mustafa Kemal, a young officer with bright eyes and grand ideas, found himself at a crossroads of history. Little did he know his actions and decisions would soon catapult him onto the world stage, forever altering the course of his life and that of his country. As the 20th century dawned, the Ottoman Empire was in decline, and its glory days were slowly fading. In this setting of unrest and decline, Mustafa Kemal, a young and ambitious military officer, began to distinguish himself. In 1915, World War I had engulfed the world, and the Ottoman Empire found itself entangled in this global conflict. The Gallipoli campaign, also known as the Battle of Çanakkale or Çanakkale in Turkish, was about to unfold, a campaign that would become one of the most historic battles in modern history. Gallipoli was more than a military campaign. It was a test of wills, a clash of empires. The Allied forces, primarily comprising the British Empire, France, Australia, New Zealand, and Indian troops, aimed to secure a sea route to Russia through the Dardanelles and to weaken the Ottoman Empire, an ally of the Central Powers. The strategic goal was to open a new front, diverting Central Powers' resources and potentially securing a swift victory. Under the overall command of German General Otto Lehmann von Sanders, the Ottoman forces employed a defensive strategy. Mustafa Kemal Ataturk, then a relatively junior officer, played a pivotal role in the peninsula's defense. His quick decision-making, deep understanding of the terrain, and ability to inspire his troops were crucial in halting the Allied advance. The Ottoman victory at Gallipoli can be attributed to several factors: the challenging terrain, which hindered Allied movements, effective and determined Ottoman defense, and the failure of the Allies to coordinate their landings and subsequent operations effectively. During the Gallipoli campaign, Ataturk's military acumen and leadership qualities came to the forefront. Though not the highest-ranking officer, his actions during key moments of the battle significantly impacted the outcome, elevating his status among the Ottoman military and the Turkish people. One of the defining moments came when Mustafa Kemal, upon hearing of an Allied landing, rushed to the front lines. His orders were unequivocal, and his leadership was inspiring. It was here he uttered the immortal words, "I don't order you to fight, I order you to die. In the time which passes until we die, other troops and commanders can take our place." The Gallipoli campaign continued for months, marked by brutal combat, diseases, harsh environmental conditions, logistical challenges, poor sanitation, lack of fresh water, and severe weather, which also contributed to the high number of non-combat casualties. The cost of the Gallipoli campaign was monumental. It ended in a costly defeat for the Allies and a morale-boosting victory for the Ottomans. The heavy casualties suffered by both sides turned Gallipoli into a symbol of sacrifice and heroism. For the Turks, the victory reinforced their national identity and marked the rise of Ataturk as a national hero. For the Allies, particularly Australia and New Zealand, the campaign became a defining moment in their national consciousness. Commemorated annually on Anzac Day, the end of World War I marked the beginning of a new chapter in the history of the Ottoman Empire. It was a time of uncertainty, as the once mighty empire faced partition and occupation by Allied powers. In this challenging era, the stage was set for the Turkish War of Independence, a pivotal moment led by Mustafa Kemal Ataturk. The Treaty of Severus, a document that carved up the Ottoman territories, ignited a flame of resistance across Anatolia. Angered by the prospect of their land being divided, the Turkish people rallied behind a new leader, Mustafa Kemal, who had already proven himself at Gallipoli. Ataturk's call for an independent Turkish state resonated deeply with the people. He organized a grassroots movement, galvanizing forces and resources, and began the difficult journey of fighting for Turkey's sovereignty. The battles were fierce, and the stakes were high. Ataturk's strategic genius was once again on display as he navigated complex military and political landscapes. His ability to adapt, inspire his compatriots, and outmaneuver his opponents was central to the Turkish struggle for independence. The Turkish people, united under Ataturk's leadership, displayed extraordinary courage and determination. Women and men, young and old, everyone contributed to the cause of independence. The outcome of these heroic efforts was the signing of the Treaty of Lausanne in 1923. This historic treaty recognized the sovereignty of the newly formed Republic of Turkey. A nation was reborn, emerging from the ashes of an empire, with Ataturk as its founding father. The proclamation of the Republic marked a dramatic shift in the region's geopolitics. Ataturk's vision of a secular, independent, modern Turkey was becoming a reality. The year 1923 marked a new beginning for Turkey. With the declaration of the Republic, Mustafa Kemal Ataturk embarked on an ambitious journey to reinvent the nation. His vision was clear, transforming Turkey into a modern, secular, and progressive country. Ataturk's reforms were revolutionary. They touched every aspect of Turkish life. He believed that for Turkey to take its place among the world's modern nations, it had to embrace change at its core. Education was a cornerstone of Ataturk's vision. He revolutionized the Turkish education system, promoting secular and scientific learning. He opened thousands of new schools, championed co-education, and encouraged the study of the sciences and humanities. Culturally, Ataturk led Turkey through a profound transformation. He replaced the Arabic script with a Latin alphabet, making reading and writing more accessible. Western music, art, and literature found their place in Turkish society, blending with a rich Ottoman heritage. Legally and politically, Ataturk was equally transformative. He abolished the Sultanate and Caliphate, symbols of the Ottoman past, and established a secular legal system, replacing Islamic law. The new civil code granted unprecedented rights to women, including the right to vote and to be elected to public office. Empowering women was central to Ataturk's reforms. He believed that a nation's progress could only be achieved with the full participation of women in all aspects of life. His policies paved the way for women's active involvement in education, politics, and the workforce. Economically, Ataturk strived to create a self-sufficient and prosperous Turkey. He initiated extensive projects, railways, factories, and agricultural reforms. He believed in the power of a strong economy to secure Turkey's place in the global arena. Ataturk's reforms were far-reaching and sometimes met with resistance. Yet, his determination never wavered. He reshaped Turkey into a nation that could confidently look to the future. His legacy is visible in every facet of Turkish life today. In the history of wars, it's often seen that amidst all the losses, there is usually a winner. Mustafa Kemal Ataturk is a shining example of this. A victor not merely in battles, but a visionary who birthed a nation. Ataturk's military acumen was undoubtedly remarkable, yet his foresight for a modern, independent Turkey truly set him apart. After the war, Ataturk harnessed his victory to build a new Turkey. More than a military hero, he was an architect of national rebirth. He infused new ideas and transformative changes that permeated every aspect of Turkish life. His contributions extend far beyond his tactical prowess. Ataturk is revered as the father of modern Turkey. Ataturk reimagined the nation, bringing it into the fold of the modern world with bold, sweeping reforms. From adopting the Latin alphabet to empowering women, his vision was comprehensive and groundbreaking. Ataturk's life is a testament to the transformative power of visionary leadership. In the aftermath of conflict, where most would see ruin, he saw an opportunity to forge a strong, resilient nation from the remnants of war. His approach to leadership was holistic, balancing the rigors of nation building with the sensitivities of cultural identity and heritage. Today, as Turks walk the streets of their bustling modern cities, participate in their democratic processes, and enjoy their rights and freedoms, they pay silent homage to Ataturk. His spirit is alive in the heart of every Turkish achievement, in the country's stride toward progress and innovation. As we reflect on the extraordinary life of Mustafa Kemal Ataturk, his life reminds us that a new order, vision, and path can arise from the ashes of conflict and despair. Ataturk's legacy continues to resonate, a lasting tribute to the enduring power of vision, courage, and unwavering determination. Has Ataturk's story inspired you, sparked your interest, or stirred your thoughts? Do you have insights, reflections, or questions about Ataturk's legacy? We would love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and share your thoughts. Let's continue this conversation and spread knowledge and appreciation for the leaders and events that have shaped our world. What historical figure or event should we dive into next? Let us know in the comments. Your suggestion could be the focus of our next video. Stay curious, stay engaged, and keep exploring with us. Until next time.